You know what's funny though? One time I had Garvey on here. You know Garvey Marcus, right?
Your faces are so fleeting, man. I probably do.
Yeah. He he wanted to hit the bong, right? And I was like, sure, just go off camera. He's like, all right. And so he steps over there, and it's too windy. So he's like, oh man, I can't light it. So he steps behind me.
Oh my god.
And he was like hiding behind that shelf, but that shelf I had back there, it was right here first. And you could see through it. And I was like, Garvey, I can still see you, dude. He's like, oh my bad.
That's fucking funny.
Okay, we started off with a quick story about Garvey Marcus. But, people, ladies and gentlemen, we are
here.
Back again. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Rudy.
My guest today is Ana Barerra.
Barrera.
Anaranxa.
It's a tongue twister. Say it 10 times
Barerra.
fast, man.
Anaranxa Barerra. Welcome back. I'm going to put my phone on silent because I think I just heard it.
Yeah, you want.
Peak. Right. There we go. All right. Woo. Okay, first off, I think... Do I have a promo I have to say? No. No, I don't. Oh, okay. I'm going to start by saying, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like us. Shut up, dogs. On Apple.
No animals
Apple,
were hurt in the
podcast. Not yet, damn it. Subscribe, like us, and you can always leave a comment and rate us for Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to Spotify. I'm going to have to write this stuff down.
You should.
Spotify,
You should have
we're on
little,
Stitcher and all
somebody
that.
behind you, with the
Cue cards?
the cue
Yeah,
cards,
I know.
yeah.
I thought about it right now. I need to start saying stuff like that. I'm just going to put that down. And before the show, I have some ideas to help promote the show, and it might cost me a little bit of money, but it's worth it, I guess, in the long run. Anyway, so, Anna.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How you been?
I've been good, man. Busy.
I love your haircut, though.
Thank you. Yeah,
Last time it wasn't that short.
Yeah, no, I've
like
kind of been
here.
progressively just like going more tomboyish or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hot and my hair's very thick because I'm Hispanic, you know.
You do have very thick hair, but you look good in it. I mean, you can pull it off. Not too many girls can pull it off. Yeah. Like those chicks with like the giraffe face. Yeah, they don't need to be.
See, I don't know what that means though. I can pull it off. Like, it's just like more lesbian than not, or is it like the roundness of the face? Like, okay, I'm not offended. I'm just like genuinely curious.
The roundness of the face helps. It's
all the McDonald's,
but it helps it like the contour of the short hair. Doesn't take away from how your face is round, but people with like a longer face and go shorter hair, it tends.
I feel like more of like the shoulder length goes well with them, because all of a sudden we're hairstylists here.
Yeah, we all know about hair, and we all know what's popping in Hollywood and whatnot.
You got to.
You have been very busy.
I've been very busy.
You went on like a long ass trips. Where
yeah, I know. I have. Okay, I went to California, family outside of LA. I went there in like June, and then I came back from that for like 2 weeks, and then I went to Colorado. I went camping. Yeah, it was really fun. And then I came back for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I went to Florida. Mm-hmm. We went out to Panama City Beach out there for a week, just family vacation. And then I came back for like 2 weeks, and then I went back to California, so it's really nice to be back here, and I'm tired. And I'm going to Oklahoma this weekend.
Oh, really? What's going on in Oklahoma?
I got a show going on there.
Oh, high five.
Yeah, thank you.
What show is this?
Hiei, and, oh god, I should know his last name. Hiei is putting it together. It's like a hip-hop / comedy thing. Mm-hmm. It's going to be this Saturday, October 12th.
Where's it at? What's the venue?
Oh man, I'd have to look that up. I'll be honest, I've been so busy. I haven't even
come on.
I should know this. I should know this. I'm gonna be there.
What if this was a talk show and we're like,
I am the worst. You know what? I probably would have been a little more prepared.
And we're all like, this is not
okay. The menu. Your mom's place, is that what they're?
Your mom's place.
I think it's called Your Mom's Place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in Virginia, Oklahoma.
That sounds familiar.
I swear.
Actually.
I really think the name of the place is called Your Mom's Place. And if not, he can beat my ass about it later. So.
But cool, that's cool that you're going out there. Is this a paid gig?
Yeah, it is a paid gig. It's the second one of his shows that I've done this year. I did one in March about my birthday, and then he booked me again.
Who is this guy?
Hiei? Yeah. He comes out here once in a while, and he does like a lot of like, he does hip hop, like shows and stuff like that, and he does comedy. And so I think it's really neat because I did one of his shows. I mean, and it's bizarre, because, I mean, as you know, a comedian, like having music right between sets. It's weird.
With the
But
crowds
it's like,
all like.
but it's like, but I mean, for his shows, it's like you come and expecting that. You know what I mean? Like that's what you come there for, and it's very interesting because there's like, it's just like kind of all over the place. Like you have like this hip hop, group dancing and doing a thing, and then you have a comedian. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's fun. It's good energy.
It sounds like it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's different. I like it because it's different.
As long as the people know ahead of time what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a different vibe because people come there. I mean, it's promoted like that. Mm-hmm. So I believe we have 2 other comedians on the show and like 3 other artists. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think it should be filmed and everything. So. Yeah.
What time do you go on? Like, do you know what set?
Well, it's gonna be from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really sure as far as the lineup. I think that's.
Man, I hope you don't go on too late, man.
Yeah.
Imagine going on with all those guys all drunk from all day drinking.
Well, I don't really mind to be honest, because then they'd laugh more. You know what I mean? Like then I feel like it'd be more lively. Ooh, the party is right.
Hi. Sorry, that was just off-putting.
Oh man.
That's cool though. I mean. Of course, I would do it for sure, man. I'm not gonna say no at any time on stage.
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, it's only 3 hours away, so it's kind of nice to get away for a little bit. We're gonna go there early on Friday, because me and my boyfriend work all day Thursday. We're gonna get there early on Friday, do some sightseeing, because he has a show I'm doing merch for on Friday. Mm-hmm. So we'll stay there Friday, staying with him, and then Saturday will be my show. So then I should just head back.
You said you're doing merch?
Yeah, I'm helping him do merch for his show and I don't really know what the show is on Friday. I'm just gonna run merch for him. So
for your boyfriend?
No, for
I
him.
was about to say, like, you said your boyfriend.
Well, me and him were driving up there together on Friday. All the fun stuff Oklahoma City has to offer.
Oh yeah,
all that. They put in a trolley last year.
Goodness.
I'm excited.
All those people out there that have so much to do in the big city of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer Tulsa, but Oklahoma City's cool. They're building it up. The last few times I've been there, I mean, they're putting a whole new trolley system. They're trying to make it more like touristy. So. And the comics are really kind, honestly. I really like going out there.
Like those trolleys we had here in Arlington?
Yeah, like the ones in downtown Dallas. Yeah, they're putting. I'm sure they're almost finished because they were putting them there like a year ago, and then when I went there last in March, which was pretty much half a year ago now. They were finishing them up, so I'm assuming they'll be done.
Are all trolleys always on railroad tracks?
Well, they had to build the tracks. Yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they had to rearrange the whole city. Like, they built the tracks and stuff.
Because I remember I saw some, by the ballpark, they have these red, they look like trolleys, right? But they're like buses type. But they went with that trolley style. And I was just wondering if that was considered a trolley, but I don't think so because it's not on the track, huh? I
don't think so. Yeah, I think trolleys are on tracks. Yeah. I don't know shit about I'm just talking out of my ass.
You know what's funny though? I saw one of those turning one time, and you know how they have those big old decorative rocks?
Yeah.
They just plowed the fuck out of that rock.
Oh my god, I would have loved to see that.
Awesome.
Dude, I went to Denton today, and I saw this like right off of 35 when you get onto 288. Like, there was, like, head-on collision. I was like, how was the idiot that got on the wrong side of 288? Because there was, like, a couple cars. It was, like, a pileup, and it had just happened. So, I mean, like, the 2 cars, was, like, a white and a black car, and they were, like, together. And, like, there was, like, a truck already on the tow truck and everything. I was like, damn, this is stupid, man. People are so dumb. And then it causes traffic for the rest of us,
I wonder how fucked up they ended up.
Yeah, man. I've seen a few times people getting on the wrong side of the interstate and shit. I'm just like,
my old roommate used to travel to his job, and it was like in Dallas Park. But like one time, he was like driving down the highway, and he would get pissed off for people who had gotten into an accident in traffic. And he's like, one time this person got into an accident. He's like, fuck you, driving all stupid. I hope you died in that accident.
Oh my god, that's so intense.
He put it on Facebook, and somebody we knew knew the people who got to the accident.
Oh,
they're
no.
Like, oh my god, that was my blah, 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 my brother's sister's uncle or something like that.
Oh, did they die though? Because that would have been really tragic.
They did die.
Oh my god! That's the worst. It's going to make me rethink all of my road rage now.
Oh
like,
my
that is
god.
intense.
Yeah.
The worst I get is like, if people tip me shitty at the restaurant, I'm like, I hope you get home and go in a fender bender. You're going to be safe, but I hope your car's fucked. I hope you're safe. You have to replace 3 tires.
What's a bad tip?
A bad tip? Oh, man. Okay, I had one. Tipped me like, I think it was like a few cents, man. I think it wasn't even it definitely wasn't $1, but I want to say it wasn't even like 75 cents on a $118 tab.
Yeah.
They left, or maybe it was like $1 something. I think they left $120 on a $118 tab. And it was like, you know, whenever you have given people shitty service, but when it's like everything was perfect and they were assholes and never looked up at your face when you were talking to them. And my boss actually like followed that guy up to the parking lot and got me a tip. Well, I mean, it wasn't really their fault though. I felt really bad because it was like a family thing, and like the super douchey aunt paid for everything, and she's the one that didn't tip me. And then the poor woman's like breastfeeding her child at the like I can't make this shit up, dude. Poor woman's like breastfeeding her child, and I was mad. Like I wasn't even wanting to get money. I was just like, dude, just let me go home. Like I don't want to be here having this kind of day. And he was like, hell no, like you're gonna get your money. So he like goes up and talks to the lady. She's like breastfeeding her kid, the only one at the table. And he's like, well, you know, what's up? Like,
but the titty lady, she's not the one who.
No, she wasn't even the one that paid. That's why I felt bad. I mean, he wasn't like, hey, give me money. But if she was like, what's up, dude? Like, you gonna tip my waitress? Like, well, you know, something happened? She's like, no, she's the one that paid. And then you can go talk to my husband. So he went out there and like got me a $20 bill. I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, you would think that.
I felt bad, but I was like, I want my money.
Well, like the way I see it, if somebody pays and if they're tipping, or if they're tipping not that much, I would leave a tip because I was the one who
I mean, like, I mean, some people, like, I mean, you get stiffed all the time, but then there's sometimes where, like, you know, the guy was, like, super rude to you the whole time, like, was super demanding, was never satisfied, and then they tip you shitty, and I'm like, dude, you just wanted to be a dick, like, I had this one girl, she was with her family, and, like, they were all pretty cool, we were messing around, like, they were having a beer on break from work, wherever they were at, and, she thought it was funny to pay the tab, leave me $1 on a $70 tab, and then leave her brother's phone number on the ticket. Like, yeah, like tip me really shitty, but then leave her brother's phone number like he's the one that did it. That one was interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, man,
That's weird.
People are just mad weird, man. Like, you just, you know.
That's not a very good
man.
Is that a good practical joke on the brother?
I don't know what it was, man. Like, I'm still kind of tripping about that one. Like, I don't know. You know, because what the weird thing was, it was like one of those like tables. Like I was like really vibing with them. We were joking back and forth, and then they did that shit. And I was like, "Well, fuck y'all!" Like, I did nothing wrong. Here.
Maybe she wanted you to leave the dollar so you get pissed off. Leave the number so you can know who to contact when you're pissed off. But you fuckers, blah blah blah, and the person's all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you by taking you out to drink," which you're still not getting your money.
Yeah, I know. Actually, he did do that. No, he did do that. He was like, "I'll come back and drop you a 20." I was like, "No, like, what is wrong with you? Like, your sister sucks."
Why did you take the 20?
Well,
like, yeah,
I don't want that guy knowing where to find me after work.
No, sit right there at work. Come back.
Well, it was a long story. I don't know. But, well, I mean, like, it got into a horror deal. I mean, you know, it was like we went to the lake afterwards with my coworkers, and they were like, "You should text him." That's bullshit. No, we're gonna text him for you. And then it was like this whole thing where he was like, "I'll go back and leave you money," and I was like, "Please no, like just never come back to my restaurant. It's all I ask of you." And then his sister was texting me. It was a whole deal.
What?
Yeah, dude, waiting tables is a bitch
sister was
sometimes.
Texting you too?
Yeah, it was crazy. I wish I
what was
have
she
it on
saying?
the phone. Well, cause like, okay, so
he's a nice guy.
No, okay, I'll tell you exactly what happened. So I had my bartender, right, and I was kind of pissed, you know, that cause not only did she do that, she like waited for me to see it, and then like so she could laugh at me and shit. So I was like hella pissed. But you're at work, you know, and I'm just like, whatever, like just let them be children, and I'm gonna go on about my life. And so I was kind of livid, and my bartender was like, well, what happened, blah blah blah. And so you know how people are. It's like, so he takes my phone and you're like, oh, we're gonna write him a message, and he was like, if I don't know, he said something along the lines of like, if your ability in the bedroom is anything like your tipping ability, I want nothing to do with you, or something like that. And the guy replies all embarrassed, like, oh, that was my sister, da 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 da, and he's blowing my phone up. And then I guess the sister got my phone number from his phone, and so then she's blowing my shit up, like, that's so unprofessional, and I'm like, you left your number, and now I'm off the clock on my own shit, like, this has nothing to do with my employer.
You're not at work anymore,
I'm just like, yeah, dude, it was this whole deal. I was like, people were crazy, man, like, really are. So that's what constitutes
the shit
as
that
a
you
bad
get into
tip.
is so freaking
and that's
weird
what my comedy
hilarious.
material comes from. Thank you. It's the inspiration.
Yeah, that's very good. I need to do a slight intro on you because our last episode got lost. And that sucks. It really does suck. But I handle all this stuff now, so I make sure everything gets done right then and there.
Yeah, I did like the new look.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's way better now. I can see.
Yeah. Now I like it exactly because of this, because it's more like an interview now.
Right, it's more comfortable, more like we're sitting out, hanging out, chilling. We're not being weird in the cat room. Oh my god, the cat room. You know what? You know what? I think both her cats died.
Oh my god! Wait, stop! I'm nervously laughing, not because the cats are dead. That is awful.
No.
Oh man! Oh
when
god!
one of them died, and people, I remember telling my roommates.
How did it die? That's
I don't
so
know.
terrible.
They were like asking
Cats
me.
are supposed to live a long time.
I told them, I was like, hey, one of her cats died. They're like, really? What happened? I was like, she came home and she found him hanging from the ceiling fan with a noose around his neck. He was just like, I guess he just couldn't handle it no more.
That's terrible. Oh, yeah. Man.
And I think the other cat died too because when she moved out, the room smelled like a dead animal. Yeah.
And I don't think we've heard of like the cat even.
Yeah, there was a little while. There was a while there where she wasn't in there, and I would hear meowing at the door.
What if I was hungry or something?
And
That's
then,
so
like
tragic.
after a while, I just didn't hear it anymore.
Oh my god!
Like I don't know.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe some animals were hurt and let me get up this podcast.
I don't know, but I just hope my room's not haunted by cats now.
It totally is. It is 100%
I'm pretty
haunted
sure
by
they
cats.
died traumatically.
That is the worst. Oh man, I need a drink. This is
so hard
deep.
at
I'm
that.
just, actually, okay.
What's
True
up?
story. Earlier this week, okay, my boyfriend was driving my car. We were like going to get some food or some bullshit. I don't know. And there was this bunny. Dude, this bunny legitimately committed suicide. He jumped right in front of the car. Like, perfectly timed. He was like standing on the edge. You know how they sit on the curb, whatever.
Yeah.
Our car is rolling by, and the bunny literally like jumped in front of the vehicle. We ran him over. I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
But it was, because he could see it from a distance. He could see our car. He could have gone. He could have waited. No, he waited till the last second and then got trampled by, I don't know. I don't even know what part of the car, but it definitely hit the car.
Did you look in your rearview mirror to see if he was squashed?
I didn't actually see it. But
just heard
no,
it?
Tristan said that he thinks that he got finished off by the next car because he hit him with the front of the car, the hood. I don't know shit about cars. I'm a woman, so you know.
Fender?
The fender? Yeah, that's the word. I think. You're a man. I trust you.
You should.
If you're watching
It's
this,
either-
I'm in desperate need of a mechanic.
If it's a side panel of the front wheel, it's the fender. If it's the front, it's the bumper. But you know, whatever. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if it didn't die, like maybe it just like ran into the tire right then and there, or right into the fender. Because if it hopped
Dude, it
into-
definitely hit the car. I mean, we heard that thud, so it was sad. My boyfriend was like fucked up about it like all day, and I was like, dude, it wanted to die. Like, if anything, you did him a favor. Like, he legitimately, I've never seen an animal commit suicide like that. Like, this is what the Trump administration is doing to all of
I
us
guess
anyway.
so, man.
Sounds like it had whatever those rats that jump in front of cats.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of
Oh
that.
yeah, it's because here's what it is. They get this virus, or is it virus?
It's a
or-
parasite.
Yeah, they get a parasite in them. Mice
That's what
do.
it was sad.
Mice get this parasite to where the parasite actually makes them attracted to cat
Oh,
urine.
because they want to infiltrate the cat.
Yeah,
thing, right?
because
I've read about this.
They actually
That's how they contract the disease.
they fornicate inside the cat and give birth to more.
Dude, Mother Nature is wild.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like, that is...
Mother Nature's real weird. There's one where this parasite will get inside a grasshopper and make the grasshopper jump in the water and drown.
I've heard that one.
So that
yeah.
it can get eaten by a fish.
Man, why have I been watching this shit? I don't know. I've definitely heard that one though.
I wonder if it's the same parasite.
No, it's all different ones. There's a bunch of
That's
stuff like
crazy,
that, man.
man.
You know we got.
I mean, ducks have corkscrew penises and shit.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's
yeah. The ducks.
the
You know,
animal kingdom
I
is
didn't-
intense.
I didn't know that. I knew that all duck sex was rape, pretty much.
Yeah.
Rape. But
I mean, that's
didn't.
most animal sex though.
Yeah, kinda.
Cats,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
cats
cats
get in
is
heat. They
and
get in
cat
heat.
sticks have like
Yeah, they have prongs
Yeah,
on their
yeah, dude,
penis.
that
That's why it
sounds
hurts
awful. Oof.
And but like what was I talking about the ducks? But I didn't know. I know they had corkscrew penis, but I didn't know they fell off every mating
No, they have to
season
reproduce.
and
You have to
grow
reproduce
back.
them every mating season. Yeah.
That's weird.
No, there's this whole battle with the duck vagina and the duck penis, where like they've been like, that's why it's corkscrew, because like because since it's rape, the vagina will be like, well, I'm gonna do it this way, and
Yeah,
fake
like
you
it
out of
makes all
raping
these
me.
fake tunnels.
Yeah, and so like that's it.
Makes it
That's
worse.
bizarre. Like
Yeah, nature's so weird when it comes
it's
to
just
animals.
you know
and
what?
whatnot.
Sometimes I can't think about it. It's just too. I got my own bills to pay and shit. Like I can't be thinking about duck penises all the time. Like I would never go to work if I just sat at home and thought about that shit.
Oh yeah, they have pistol dicks too.
They shoot out.
Pistol dicks. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
in a fraction of a second, they just shoot out and ejaculate. And
I'd like
the
to create
dick
a-
is longer than the.
I want to write a
dick's
song
body.
called Pistol Dicks.
Mm-hmm.
About ducks and their weird shaped penises.
Do you listen to? Do you watch Netflix at all?
Yeah.
Have you seen that anime album
Oh
from
man, I
Sturgill?
don't really mess with anime.
Oh no, it's a movie
Anime?
made by. You don't mess with anime at all?
I really don't. Is that surprising?
What are you, like a Harry Potter fanatic?
I mean, I like. I don't
Teen
know.
Wolf?
But don't you have a chibi on your arm?
Oh no! Oh wait! Oh, this is Rick and Morty. Yeah. I mean,
Rick
With
and
the
Morty.
person?
what?
The little person.
Oh
yeah.
no, that's 11 from Stranger Things.
No, I think she means the one next to Rick and Morty.
Oh, Wednesday Addams.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah.
That is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
That's
Oh,
kinda
you know they're making another one of those?
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Mhm.
I've been trying to find the older one. I don't know. Like Netflix doesn't have it. Hulu doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't.
I kind of grew up on that. When I lived in Mexico, I grew up watching them in Spanish. So I was kind of like, I want to rewatch this, but I can't find it anywhere. And I'm too cheap to pay for shit.
That's
So.
what you watch in Spanish?
Yeah, but I'm Mexican, so yeah, I watched it in
Dude,
Spanish.
those Mexico,
They're like
those
the-
movies when they put them in Spanish, they dub
Oh,
them in
they're always
Spanish.
hella silly.
I know, they're so goofy.
I was trying to watch Supernatural on Netflix the other day, but on
Mm-hmm.
my mom's TV, so it was all set to Spanish, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, where's the English? This is weird."
Mm.
I didn't even know they had Supernatural in Spanish.
Yeah, well,
Makes sense.
pretty much almost anything now you can find in almost the
I mean,
major
you know, I'm
languages.
Americanized as fuck, so I don't really.
Yeah, how long you been American now?
17 years.
17 years.
Mhm.
Are you still legal?
No, what the fuck? No, I have a work permit and shit.
I asked that to
No,
anybody who
no,
wasn't
I
born here.
applied for my green card a few years back, so they should be.
Denied.
Eventually. Yeah, no,
Comedian! That's not a real job.
Yeah, no, they said
Denied.
they received my application. I don't know what the fuck that means. So I mean, eventually, I might get deported. I don't know. At this point,
Isn't
I
that
just
crazy?
it's crazy.
That there's a possibility that you a person
I
like
know.
you.
I've lived here my whole
or,
life.
yeah,
That is insane.
There's tons of people
Yeah.
throughout the U.S. that are like that.
Yeah,
and get
no, it's
deported.
crazy. I'm just glad I have like a social security number and shit. Like that'd be crazy if I didn't.
My baby
I definitely
mama,
wouldn't say that on
my-
camera if I didn't. But
My baby mama
But I know.
could get deported.
Huh?
My baby mama can't get deported. Like if I really wanted to like get her back for anything and have
oh
the
my
kids
god,
to
why
myself,
would you even say that?
I just drop a little
That's
bit of cocaine in her
tragic.
bag.
Drop a little bit of cocaine. That is insane.
That's what happened to my brother-in-law. He got stopped by the cops and he had a little bit of cocaine on him, and they don't fuck around.
Back to
When it comes to the coke,
back to
to
the
drugs,
swamps.
yeah, he got deported. He can't
That's
come
crazy.
back.
You're kidding. That one dude?
the one.
No, you don't know this person.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Wow,
I would have
that's
told you.
intense, man.
Another
Yeah, I
sister.
definitely don't
But
want to
that
get
is
deported. I
weird,
love
you
this
can-
country. I know the I don't know everything, the Constitution and shit. I don't know.
Well, apparently, if you're not like being a real big successful person to society, then you're
I'm a comedian. I'm
not
fucked.
you're not
I'm
really
so fucked.
worth having.
Definitely, they don't want any more comedians.
No, I
That's
serve
crazy.
people a bunch of drinks and food.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna have to,
white
I'm gonna
people
start
need
doing
it.
some community service or some shit. Like this is start walking old ladies across the street or something. Like, Oh, man,
How long
that's-
you been doing comedy?
oh wow, I don't know. I guess a year and a half, I would say, because
Yeah.
in February it would be 2 years.
You're really
So
good
it's-
at writing comedy too.
Thank you.
I suck at writing comedy.
I kind of go back and forth with it because I mean I have my daughter, I have 2 jobs, and then comedy's like
Wait,
another.
you have a daughter?
Yeah, I have a daughter. What the fuck?
I always thought you had a picture of somebody else's kid.
Of someone? Why would I have a picture of somebody else's child
I
on
don't
my
know.
phone?
But I thought maybe you're like one of those ants where like you're
No,
very
man.
proud of your net.
She
niece.
turned 4 this Saturday. I have a 4-year-old.
Did I know that?
Yes,
You did. You
How did I
definitely
know
did.
that?
I feel like you did.
How do you
He's
know
a
that I know
terrible
that?
Because I
host.
was there when she told you.
Oh,
Damn, getting ratted out by the girlfriend.
I know. It's a good thing she's Irish. I don't know what that
I
means.
feel like you said it in an almost Irish accent too. Irish. It's a good thing she's Irish.
No,
What
did
the
not.
fuck
I
was
did not say that.
Yes, you did. We'll play it back. Is the part where you would rewind an edited version of this podcast?
Oh, hey, yeah, no.
I definitely have a kid. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't do comedy
That's
about her
cool,
though. Yeah,
though.
people ask me, I'm just like, I don't think that's a. I want to fuck. I'm a mom all the other time. I don't need to be a comedian, a mother at the fucking same time.
But if
Jesus.
you wanted to,
Yeah.
could you?
Like, joke. Oh, fuck yeah, I can. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, kids are hilarious, dude. Like, today, she was having a fit because we took her to this, like, museum, Explorium in, like, Denton.
Well, yeah,
And,
she's gonna have fit. She
Well,
doesn't
no.
know that.
Well, no, so we were leaving and she was just tired, so she was like yelling, doing all these things. We get her in the car and she's like, I mean, she's being 4. She's yelling and doing all these things, and then all of a sudden she's quiet as hell, and she's just like, okay, I think I'm done having a fit. And I was like, okay. And she was like, she just needed to let it out for like 30
guess.
minutes. Yeah. She was like, I think I'm done.
That's a insight of what her adulthood's gonna be like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's my
gonna have
child.
she's
She's
gonna be
She's
screaming,
so fun.
and you're gonna be like, "Wow!" and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
she's gonna sit down. Mom, I just need to let that out.
And
Thank
does
you. You broke the coffee table. What do you mean?
I mean, I try to teach
Yeah,
her
but
like
I'm fine
use her
now.
words, but I mean, she's 4. I mean, she can't, you know, do all the
No,
things.
yeah,
No, but
4.
she's a funny little kid, man. She's
Oh,
definitely interesting.
I've always wanted to use this as a bit, but I've never really. I don't know how to do it. But you ever heard that saying when kids because you're very Mexican.
Very Mexican. Thank you. Yeah.
When
Thank you for noticing.
when a kid would like hurt themselves and they start crying about where they're and they
Oh,
do
you
like
do.
they do like the sana
Sana, colita de
the
rana.
colita de
Yeah.
rana, sí,
Si no
something.
sanas hoy, sanarás mañana. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my baby mom would do that to my 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And she would do that to him. You know, "Te hago sana sana." He'd be like, "Yeah, blah blah." Well, he hurt himself, and she's like, "Te hago sana sana," and he was like, he smacked her in the face.
Oh my god.
And then he rubs her face. You know, to do the sana sana. Because that's what she does. You do the sana sana, you rub it, right?
Yeah.
So so it's just funny. Like she said, I went to go. I asked him if he did. He wanted sana sana, so he smacked it in the face. And he started rubbing it on her face. Like, oh, you're okay.
Dude, kids are assholes sometimes. Like, why would you even? I love it. You can't even get through it because you're laughing. You should totally do that.
But I don't.
You
Okay,
need
for
a-
one, I don't know the
need a-
full song,
yeah.
but I need to have a
You
slightly
need to build
Hispanic
it.
crowd.
You need to build it up. You know what I mean? Like, because even if you could try that on like any crowd, but I mean, but you have to like explain it. Like you have to go into it. Yeah.
Explain, yeah.
So that they then understand it, or or you could do like a correlation to like it's the equivalent of doing this in like in an American household. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not American, but y'all know the shit. I'm sure.
I don't know what white people do other than.
Me, I don't know
okay.
either. I'm not a white person. Like,
They don't really do.
you know, somebody asked me once, like,
file away or something like that.
yeah, I don't know,
fly
man.
away, come back another day.
No.
It's like the
it's
rain,
a lot
rain
shorter,
song.
but it's something similar.
Oh, I've never
there's a
heard
thing.
that.
No, I never knew.
If it wasn't on Full House, I don't know it. From what white
Dude, I
people
never
do.
even watched Full House.
You never watched Full House when you were young?
Oh, dude. Somebody was giving me
that's it.
shit because I've never seen Hocus Pocus, and I was like, I'm Mexican. Like, I don't know.
You don't
like,
need to
I
see
just.
Hocus Pocus. It's not that great of a movie.
Oh,
It's not,
shit.
It's a classic.
It's a classic for Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching it. It's just I didn't grow up with that shit, so I'm like, I don't know. Different cultures.
Did you grow up watching Luz Clarita?
No, I grew up watching Chapulín and shit like that.
I wasn't a
Chapulín
big fan of
Colorado.
Chapulín, but
Yeah.
Chavo del Ocho was.
And Chavo del Ocho,
shit.
yeah,
and
that
it
shit
still
smacks.
holds
to this
up.
day. Isn't that guy? No, that guy died recently, didn't he?
He probably did. He
probably did. I
Old.
think
he was super old when he
He was
made
like,
those.
yeah, dude. Oh, I know. He was already an old man. He was already like in his 60s.
I know.
In like
They had a
1985.
60-year-old guy playing a 12-year-old
I mean, I
kid.
think he made it to his late 80s, if not 90s. I don't know
Maybe.
shit, to be
And
honest.
Chavo
I'm so
del Ocho
ignorant.
was so great though.
It was a classic.
That
It
was one of the fun
definitely-
things that I actually used to watch with my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of that.
That was a good bonding experience for us. We'd watch the
Yeah,
Chavo
I
del
think that was
Ocho.
for all Mexican families, to be honest. You know,
That,
like las
yeah,
telenovelas,
yeah.
the Mexican soap operas.
Because
You
they
know?
did that, and then they would have all the dancing ladies on Saturday.
Oh, and it was it. Like,
Where they all dance like in bikinis and whatnot. They're like, get out of here, stop watching.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? They would always have.
I remember Sábado Gigante.
It was before that because Sábado Gigante would come on later on in the afternoon.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been a
I
long
forget what it's
time.
called, but like they would always have it. It's just like fucking 2 or 3 hours of just people dancing at the beach with music in the background. No
I
bands or
could
anything.
totally
They're all
say
just like,
this is totally a Hispanic thing.
oh
You're
yeah,
right. Oh,
totally
yeah.
Hispanic. All Hispanic shows have some, like their talk shows or
Yeah.
not anything.
Oh
all
yeah,
sexualized.
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 It's because the women are, they all thick in all the right places.
Well,
and
they
shit.
just.
And then up until the age of like 35, and they just get all thick.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
just.
yeah.
It's
true. I got
just
about
know.
another 5 good years ahead of me before I really gotta start working out and shit. Like, I mean, I'm too short to get fat. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
if I gain,
there's
if I gain
something wrong with
10 pounds, it's over.
There's
Like,
something
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
look like
that.
I gained 40.
You're like 4'9", and you cannot.
I'm 4'11". Thank you very much. I wish I was 4'9". I'd get handicap license plates. I think that's it's unfair as fuck, man. That's 2 inches.
Hey,
If you see me, you saw me pull in here. You see how close I am to the fucking steering wheel?
You're all tiny in the car. I could barely see you.
know,
I just
the
saw
only
the cap. I
thing
thought
I'm
you were wearing a
grateful
helmet.
for is that I am like proportionate, because I don't want to be stubby. Like I'm really short, but I'm proportionate. Like there's no part of me that's like, these are my arms. Like,
You're to scale.
I am to scale.
Yeah, you're like if somebody took a shrink ray and just said 2 notches smaller.
That's a good, yeah, I've never heard that one before. I like that. I might
Yeah.
steal that. 2 notches.
Oh,
man, that's
we're having
funny.
fun. Oh, we're
Yeah,
having fun. This is
yeah.
great. I love sitting down and talk to you because you
Thank
always have
you.
so much to say
Yeah.
and you have so much energy when you say it.
Yeah.
I love watching you on stage.
It's
'cause
funny,
have
you
a
should have
great
seen me a
time
few
up
hours
there.
ago. I was like, I don't even know if I want to drive.
Oh, you
Yeah,
son
no.
of a bitch.
I wasn't going to cancel it. I was like, fuck, man, I need Red Bull or some shit.
Don't worry. We'll go for we can go for about almost an hour and a half to almost 2 hours if you want. That
Oh
would make
yeah,
it worth
I
your
don't care,
drive.
man. I'm not doing nothing. I'm chilling. Oh man, we had a plumber at my house today. The whole bitch flooded.
What?
Yeah,
What
I don't
happened?
know. Well, I mean, I've been hanging out with boyfriends. I didn't know I was like kind of like out and stuff. And I came home 2 days ago, just kind of like get some clothes. I need to take my mom's dog to the vet. He's 15 years old. He need to get his rabies vaccine.
Yeah.
So I go take him, and I noticed I was like, the bathroom was like all fucking wet and shit. There was towels. I was like, what the fuck? You know, go in, drop him back off at home. I leave, go do my own thing. I come back this morning. Oh no, my mom had texted me in the middle of the night. Like, you need to find somewhere for the dogs to stay. The whole house is flooding. And I come back in there today to go to get the dogs. And I mean, the whole hallway is like covered in towels. Because like, I think like one of the pipes burst. It's an older house in downtown Frisco. And so then like the plumber gets there and I had to move everything from. I come back, they took our whole sink out of the bathroom. Yeah. But they took our whole sink out of the bathroom too. I mean, like, my house looks like a hoarder situation at the moment. And I was like, ugh. And then my mom has no water there. So I was like, heard I'm staying at a friend's house. Like, fuck this.
That sucks.
Yeah,
and you know
man.
what? You know what really sucks? Plumbers will fucking rape the shit out of you in price.
Well, we have a landlord, so it don't matter.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
fuck
So
that.
yeah, it don't
Yeah,
matter.
you're lucky.
The landlord's
Never
paying for
mind.
everything. We're like, fuck that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
then you also
And this
have
is why you rent non-owned. This is PSA.
You collecting the insurance?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't even know. I'm not even on the lease. Like, I just, you know, I'm a comedian. Moved back in with my mom like a year ago because I'm doing great in life. But it's just been easy and simple because I'm saving money and shit. And I'm affording all these damn trips I'm taking, so.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
How many people out here talk about how they still live with their mom?
Well, I just moved back.
And
I
they're
moved
like,
back.
wait,
Yeah, I
hold
know,
on, wait.
yeah,
But they're like
sorry.
in their 30s.
Dude, that's too much.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I don't like to judge either because I feel like the economy is it's just more like not acceptable, but it's been normalized a little more because it's so much harder to like.
well, what's
Make more,
crazy
you
with
know,
me
yeah.
is that the moms are okay with it. My mom would be like, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, I know, but
What?
that's Hispanic mothers though. Yeah, be like, get the fuck out of here, like, si no te sales. They pull out the chancla and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Or they. Here's what my mom used to do. She whenever one of us lived with her that we were already above like 18 or 20, she would complain about everything, always yelling, and we'd always get into fights. My brother would
Until
get
you
into
left or
fights.
something.
Yeah, until he left, and then we're all nice. She's nice to you. Hey, you hungry? I'll get you some food. Blah, blah, blah. You know, come here, come eat. You never come see me anymore. Blah, blah.
Oh my god,
Like, Mom.
that is such a Hispanic mother if ever.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
everything's good when you're not living with her.
For me, it was the opposite way because I graduated early, so I had a full-time job and everything when I was 17. So I turned 18 and like literally like 2-3 weeks afterwards. I mean, it might have even been a week and a half. I was like out of my house immediately.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I mean, I've lived on my own for like 4 years, and then, totaled my fucking car. The landlord sold the house I was living in, so I just, like, kind of moved back in with her, and I'm just like, shit, I'm saving so much fucking money. I'm like, damn, because, like, you asked me earlier about, like, my immigration status and shit. Like, I have a work permit I have to renew every 2 years. And, it's almost $500 to renew that every 2 years.
Is that difficult? Is it like getting your license kind of easy, or?
Oh, dude, no, it's a bitch. Every 2 years, I have to... Well, literally every year and a half. Every year and a half, I have to reapply for it, because then when it's like, if you looked at my license and my work permit, they both have the same dates on them. So I have to make sure that my work permit is like renewed by the time I have to renew my license, because they won't let me renew my license if I don't have my work permit. And then I have to go to the DMV. I can't even do it online. And it's the most annoying shit. And not only do I have to renew my license every 2 years, like, I literally, like, it cost me, like, this year I think it cost me like $495 to renew my work permit. So living with my mom has been great this year. I'm like, fuck yeah. Hardly any rent. I mean, it's practically free.
Yeah. I also did notice that when it comes to, like, the Hispanic mothers, they tend to have a little more leniency towards the daughters if they have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with my mom, our relationship was always rough. So I think she's just happy that we're, like, not fighting all the fucking time. Yeah. She's cool. She's a cool lady.
Does she like your tattoos?
Oh, she hates them.
Yeah.
She fucking hates them. She's finally, like, kind of learned to, like, but anytime I get a new one, I just see, like, the little... She won't ask you about them. She'll be like... I was telling her, I just got, like, my little heartbeat there. Like, there's a whole theme I'm doing it with it. But I just got that one done a few weeks back. And I was telling her, I hardly ever try to talk to her, but I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, yeah, I got my heartbeat. I'm going to add all this stuff to it. And then she's like, talking about that, your toothbrush. And I was like, what the fuck? What is my... it was like a little argument because she bought me this big old fancy toothbrush. It was, like, replaceable, like this, like, disposable...
Yeah,
it's just
like
easy.
Like
yeah,
the Oral-B
yeah, but it's
ones?
like Oral-B, but it's like cheaper. Like it's nicer. Like, and it's just like I think it's just easier to put them on and off and shit. And she was like, I noticed that you haven't been using your toothbrush. And I was like, well, I ran out of the disposable things. I need to buy new ones. And I was like, you're talking about my fucking tattoo. I don't understand how this relates.
Wait. Why is she keeping track of how often you brush your teeth, though?
No. It's because my mama, like, really fucked up her teeth when she was younger. So it's, like, weird, dude. Like, my mom, like, I'll come to my, like, home, and there'll be, like, random, like, new flossers, like, on my bed. like, like, the disposable ones. And so she's always been really adamant about me taking care of my teeth. Personally, I like to change my toothbrush out every week. So I get the super cheap ones. They're disposable. I change them out every week. Normally, that's what I do.
Yeah.
But she had bought me that whole toothbrush, and she noticed that I had put it up, like, from where it was, because I was using my other toothbrushes, and she was like... Why aren't you using my toothbrush? That's not what she sounds like, okay?
I know, but it's still funny.
She was like, it's when
she's all interested in teeth.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my mom was weird like that.
Oh, she hated when my brother started doing tattoos.
Oh, really? Oh, is your brother a tattoo artist? That's what I want to do. That's fun, yeah.
Artist. Well, he, Gump, my co-host, that's never here. Wow. He shut up.
I'm sorry.
He's huh?
Did you already put that out?
Almost. Why? Do you want some?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's out a little bit.
We're having some technical difficulties.
She actually rolls these for me.
It got better.
Yeah, she rolls them for me, and I sell them.
My hands are small. I'm better with the papers,
She rolls them for me and sells them for me or I sell them at the Mike Still Comics. There you go.
It's a family business.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna start making gummies too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, she's gonna make them.
Interesting.
Yeah, because she's more anal about the measurements. So,
I feel like there's a sex joke in there right now, but...
probably, I just...
Yeah,
I do.
There's definitely a sex joke in there.
So, but yeah, I'm sorry we lost your episode. I was really pissed
I'm honestly really not
sure
about that.
It was a good episode.
It was, but we're making another good episode.
We are. You know what? This isn't gonna be our last one either. I'll keep...
Yeah, for sure.
You'll come back on again.
Yeah, I'll come back. Damn, dude, I feel like I just, like, so much stuff going on all the fucking time, and I'm like, oh, take it easy. Like, after I got a concussion,
What? How'd you
Yeah.
get a concussion?
Oh my god. That's why I was also like out of the like. I didn't do mics for a long time, and that's why I don't really drive out here anymore. Like, cause I've just been like trying to keep it local and easy. But this is a fucking dumbass story. Like, I was at work. I was running the expo. You know, just plating the food and shit. Just cleaning up after work.
Yeah. Do you still work there?
At Hula Hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still work there. But like, long story short, like I leaned up, and if anybody knows like what expo tables are, it's like a metal. And then it comes out like sharp like this. You know how yours is curved down here, but that one comes straight down underneath it. And it's like a sharp thing. So like I bent down underneath it, picked my whole weight back up, like, you know, just bent out really quick and pick up, and I slammed the back of my head. And the rest is history.
Oh my
shit.
god, that's so lame.
No, you know what? Oh my god, I just remembered. I was supposed to put in a complaint to that ER because I was so fucked up. Like, cause I was like, it fucked me up, and I was at work, so it was like workers' comp and everything, so I didn't have to pay anything, but. I was slurring my words, and I was like, I couldn't even like talk or move anything by the time I got there, and they thought I was drunk. So then and like I couldn't like talk, so like I couldn't even like really fight them about it, and so they just like sent me home and told me everything was fine, and then I didn't sleep for like 24 hours, and I smoked a little weed, and I started remembering everything that happened because I had amnesia and shit, like I didn't know anything about shit.
When did this happen?
This happened, honestly, not that long ago.
Last Tuesday.
Like a month and a half ago, tops.
So it's very recent.
Like 5 weeks ago, yeah. 5-6 weeks ago.
But they sent you home.
And then, so then I went back because, you know, they give you all these papers of like, well, you know, like this, we treated you for this, and you know, whatever. And on them it said if you start feeling any of these symptoms, you should like go back to, you know, immediately. It said like go back immediately. So I have a friend drive me to go back. And then they like, I don't know if they just thought like that I was trying to get drugs or something, or like, cause like I was still pretty fucked up because I hadn't slept. I mean, I have a concussion. I haven't slept all night, and I was so fucked up the night before. They thought that I was intoxicated. So then they're like, I come back, I tell them everything, and then they're like, yeah. So what do you want us to do? And I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I was like,
so then I left,
maybe like
and then
massage my feet and.
Yeah, well, because they had done a CT scan, but they were like, well, you don't need another one. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm not even saying I need a test. I'm just like, what am I supposed to do to treat this?
CT
you know?
scans can't even fucking detect that though.
Exactly.
You
So
need an MRI.
well, I mean, the CT scan was just to make sure there was no bleeding in my brain or some shit like that. But so then after that, then like I was at home, I wore sunglasses for like a week and a half. It was like pretty fucking bad actually. Now that I remember, I didn't wash my hair for 4 days because my head hurt so bad. I was so afraid of like.
Yeah, to like even.
Yeah. So like, but then then I went back to Centennial.
What?
And then I started throwing up again.
What hospital was this?
Oh, it was like some ER off of like in Little Elm, like one of those like private shit, like private owned.
Was it one of like those?
Like urgent care?
Yeah, like an
urgent care?
Yeah, like an.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it wasn't an
fine.
urgent care. It was fuck. I should probably have papers like this in my car, but I don't remember what it's called. They renamed it, but it's like it's kind of like one of those,
Yeah,
but it's just
like
privately.
JPS.
Yeah, dude, it was the worst experience. But yeah, I wanted to put in a complaint, man. The medical board of Texas. I just keep forgetting.
Believe that. Okay, for one, like when you go to when your job sends you to the hospital, the job's supposed to have a description.
Well, what happened is, okay, it was just like all the fucking right situation. Like my manager didn't come with me because he was closing the restaurant or some shit. And then my coworker drove me there, but when she got there, she pulled in through the ER, you know, where the ambulances pull up, and they made her go move her car. So then they brought me in by myself. But I was like in a wheelchair and I couldn't I was not coherent. And I didn't have my ID because it was in my car. Because I was renewing my license over the whole, or no, I'm sorry, I was renewing my license and the only ID that I had was like my work permit, and I don't carry that around in my wallet. Like it was like just like the word, and so then I come in there with like a Mexican ass name, and so like they didn't believe me that I was there for work. And then by the time she got back there to fill out forms, they already thought that I was drunk.
This is the most unorganized hospital I've ever heard. Place I've ever heard. I used to work at a hospital, and
I still can't believe this even fucking happened. Like, if I didn't even have other people to collaborate it, I would be like, maybe I made this shit up. But like, it's just like, you know.
Did the doctor even talk to you?
Yeah, they did, but like, it was like some Indian dude, and he was like, I remember him being really rude to me.
Yeah,
Because, and I kind of understand it because, you know, I was kind of being a mess to deal with. I was still throwing up when I got there. Because I started throwing up, like, the concussion was bad.
Yeah, you had a real bad concussion.
Yeah, and I was like throwing up and shit. And so like, I mean, you know, I'm good now, but it was like really scary because like, I mean, for like 3 days, I was just not like a functioning human. Like, and then I just slowly started getting everything back. But like my memory's kind of been fucked. So I'll see people and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck their name is. Like, I'll be on mics and I'm like, dude, I don't know who the fuck they are. Like, I know them, but I don't know who the fuck they are. And so, like, yeah, that'll happen. And, you know, short-term memory's a bitch, but we're doing good.
You know what? This stuff's kind of expensive, but it might help you out if you can afford it. It's called Alpha Brain. And it has, it's made by these mushrooms called nootropics mushrooms. Yeah. And they're supposed to, like, really help with brain functionality. Like, it helps your cognitive thinking better. And it's made out of a cordyceps mushroom. But I've tried it before, and I would, like, take it in the morning. But I didn't take as many as I should have. Like, for most things, it takes about 2 weeks for your body to adapt to it and start actually feeling the functions of what you're taking. So, I want to get it again because I do smoke and I don't think my memory's shit. But there's times where I just can't. I know the words, and I know that I've used these words before, and I can't just get the phonics out to say it.
I feel like that's just most people, though, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I find that a lot, and I know, like...
It happens all the time, and I know these words. I know what word I want to try to use. I just can't remember. And then I have to explain what the word is about.
Well, I do that too, man. I don't know. Is that bad? Like...
Well, I don't want to do that, though. That's something that Alpha Brain can help me improve.
Do you read? Reading helps a lot with that.
I used to read. I haven't read that.
I've been trying to read more, but like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just one of those people. But like, if I don't, I'll be reading, and if I don't know that word, I'll just Google it, and it just kind of gets my vocabulary.
I'm embarrassed to say things that I have read, but I've read all the Twilight books.
Oh, I loved Twilight when I was like that age, and I hate the fucking movies. Movies suck.
Yeah,
but you know, when you're like in 6th grade and you were like, oh,
I was 27.
Oh my god, okay,
no, I'm joking.
That is embarrassing.
I wasn't that up.
No,
I was in my earlier 20s, maybe late 20s. No. I was in my
I read that shit in
mid 20s.
In middle school, but yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to read. Like, I read a bunch of books when I was a kid, and then I read that, and then I also read some of the Harry Potter books, and then, but after that, I read with my kids, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
Well, not really. I reread Where the Red Fern Grows.
I don't want to read that fucking book. My memory of the book is very depressing.
It is depressing, but
it's
good.
Again.
It's a great.
I don't deny that, but it just I can't handle it again. No, not twice, not in my lifetime.
No.
I'll reread.
The movie wasn't good.
Ender's Game, I really liked, and I reread that a few times.
Ender's Game.
Yeah, did you ever read that?
I never read that. I saw the movie, but I only read I only saw the book.
You know, they told the story. I mean, the book's a lot better.
Probably.
But yeah. Or 1984. That one still fucks with me.
What, 1984?
Mhm.
I don't know what that is either.
Oh, by George. Oh man, that's a good one. Okay, so
read a book.
it's basically like
you know what? Yeah, tell me a book to read, and I'll read a book.
You should definitely read 1984.
1984.
By George Orwell, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what? I'll get that book. You know, another book I've been wanting to get. I had Nick Guerra on here. Do you know who Nick Guerra is?
No, maybe.
He's a very popular comedian.
No.
He's in LA now, but he started at the Hyenas Clubs 13 years ago. And you know, he got more famous, and then he's in LA now.
Yeah.
But when he came into town last time, I was able to get him on the podcast and get some time to talk to him. And he's a super smart dude. And but there's a book that he that we talked about. He said you like read this book. It's about like I forget what the name is, but lucky for me, I have it on the episode. I can just pull it up. But the point is, like, it was about like knowing how to. The gist of it was like knowing that how to be like the best businessman by knowing all the dirty shit to do while you're a businessman. But the point of it isn't to like be that person. The point is to be able to tell when somebody's trying to do that on you. Mm-hmm. So you have to know these tricks in order to use them to defend yourself against that situation. It sounded really crazy the way he told. Not crazy like wow, but like crazy like wow, amazing, kind of cool. So I want to get that.
Yeah,
book.
no,
The only thing is the book was this thick.
I mean, the book is it's interesting enough.
Twilight.
Yeah, but Twilight was a smaller book. This is an actual big book, like a.
Well, Breaking Dawn was like this thick. So.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the book itself was kind of smaller. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't too big. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
I need to get that book though.
His imagination.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm ready to get more books. I already have so many. And I'm one of those people, like, I just keep buying them, and I'm not reading the ones I already have, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't care.
What kind of books? What catches your interest? Like sci-fi?
I'm gonna have all kinds of
Romance,
books because I
sci-fi.
have for example, I have Stephen King's illustrated version, a journey in the history of the universe, but the illustrated version, and then I have 1984, Ender's Game, The Life of Pi. I have a Book of Awakening, which is like weird little small meditations for like every day of the year, so that one's kind of cool. And then I have It by Stephen King.
I want to read some of those.
Yeah.
So I know that they're like imaginative and also a little bit of horror there.
Yeah, and then I'll get like nonfiction books a lot. Like I have like 1,000 facts you should know about science.
Yeah.
And then that one's good. And then I have just like random shit like biographies. I have Edgar Allan Poe's biography. I used to have Jim Morrison's biography, but I've lent it to someone I forgot.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend lend me once what's the name of that book by Thompson? What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. Hang on, I'll get this in a second.
Come on, woman.
Actor.
God
Actor.
damn.
Hang on.
An actor.
Actor.
Now we're talking about actors.
No. He does a movie for
Not
the Vegas.
DiCaprio.
Fuck, what's the name of that fucking book?
Fear and Loathing. In
Fear and
Las
Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah, I was like, I
Oh,
couldn't get it out. Yeah.
The fucking crazy the crazy writer guy.
Yeah,
What's his
dude.
name? Oh,
What do you mean
It's
that
something
movie?
Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson. Damn, my boyfriend's gonna be from
Hunter S.
Halloween. I
Thompson.
should know that shit. Like,
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That was he had a bunch of shit. I didn't get his stuff. I didn't check out Hunter S. Thompson stuff.
I feel like we bought that once, and I've read that one a few times. It's good. It's good in a way that like just fucks me up because I'm just like, but what the fuck does it mean? Like, I'm one of those people, like, I really take shit seriously, and I'm like, I need a beginning, a middle, like, a sandwich of a story, and end, like, what does this book mean? And then that book is always, like, it's all subjective, so it's...
Yeah, I should check that book out. Oh, I'm so glad we're talking about this and I'm recording it, because now I don't have a reason not to know. Because before I'd be like, I forgot, I was supposed to do that, but who... Like, I don't remember now, so I can't do it. But, like, now it's like, everything's on conversation. Shut up.
You should be taking those skills.
I do want to get them for my mom, too, because my mom's been telling me that her memory is not as good as it used to be. And she's like, I'll come in here, and I kind of want to know why I came in here. I'm like, oh, no, Mom, you're next in line to die.
Your next... Oh, fuck, what the fuck? That's morbid. Your grandparents already dead? Is that what you're saying?
My grandparents died.
My grandpa's still alive.
Her older brother died, and it's her, like, out of 11 kids.
How old is she?
Oh, what year are we in? 2019?
2019,
She is
yes.
69.
Okay.
69? Yeah, because she was born in 1950.
Yeah, my mom was
that's
like,
crazy.
My mom's still in her 50s now.
But my grandpa lived to, like, fucking 97.
Damn, really?
Actually, you
My
know what?
great-grandpa lived a while.
You know what's
I
funny?
think.
They say that he could be a lot older. Not a lot older, but that he might possibly be older than that, because when he was born over there, they kind of waited to who knows what age you became, and they're like, oh, here's a piece of paper saying where you were born. Like, but I'm already like 3, but I don't even know that.
That's random.
Yeah, so it's weird. Like, they just gave a thing. Apparently, he has land, a lot of land over there.
Yeah. And
our side of the family can go over there, because it's technically, it was my grandpa's, and he, so it belongs to, since he died, it belongs to next of kin, which would be my mom and our family. And we were talking to my cousin, and he's like, we could go down there and, like, legally claim that it's ours. Like, but that means we'd have to get them to leave. And we're like, well, how would we do that? And he's like, gotta go down there and bust some caps.
Oh,
and
damn.
I'm just like, fuck. Like,
that's pretty intense.
Yeah, but you know what? We'd be legally right to do that, because it's our land. And I'm like, wow, an actual reason to be able to kill somebody without getting in trouble?
That's intense, bro.
Well, you can retaliate.
Well, yeah, of
can
course they're gonna
retaliate.
retaliate. No, they can retaliate, but you
It
know,
won't be legal, but it won't stop anyone.
but it'd be like a fucking old school shootout in the western, or like Desperado or something like that.
I mean, it'd definitely be modern, but like that's still fucking intense, man.
Yeah, technically,
Is it worth it?
Can you
it
work
might
it?
be. It's a lot of land.
Can you flip it on over?
Because technically, okay, here's what happened. Somehow there's like an area, and I think there's like a river or something. But my grandpa helped create this side of the town, and then this other family created this other side of the town. Apparently, they don't like each other.
Oh, fuck.
So, but it's the
How do
same
people
town.
always
It's like one town, but they're like in half.
It's like the greasers and the fucking.
And the Jets?
Yeah.
Kind of, if the Jets and the Greasers own half of Manhattan. It's crazy, and I really learned about that when my grandpa died, because nobody fucking tells us anything from our older family. Like they don't tell us anything. We don't know a lot of shit.
So you think anyone's gonna go up there and claim that land?
Nah, I don't think so. We're all over here in America doing our own thing, and we all have our own stuff, and you know,
Yeah, I feel
like like my cousin said he would do it, and my other cousin. My cousins are fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure one of them's already killed a couple people before.
Oh my god, you shouldn't say that on camera.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But like
in this book I read.
they all have guns or have used guns, and my other cousin, my brother himself, has like a couple ARs and a shotgun and maybe 2 handguns.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but would we do it? No, we probably wouldn't do it.
I like America. I don't know.
I do. I like it here too, even though.
I'd visit Mexico. Like, just visit. You know.
Yeah, even though I was gonna come up with a joke, but I couldn't come up with one. But even though something happens to me all the time and it is unfair, that's not really a joke.
Racism?
You know,
I think
yeah,
that's
but only
beautiful,
racism only happens more in certain areas. Like it's not everywhere.
Yeah,
So technically, I can't be like, oh, the U.S. is all racism. 'Cause I can go up north and they'll be like closet racism. Like they'll say hi to me, blah blah. Be
Dude,
super
okay,
nice,
I
but
went
then
into a pawn shop earlier this week and I was looking at guitars and shit, and then I look up and I see this like Trump 2020, Hillary for prison, like bumper stickers, like where all their guns were, and I was like, and it's time to leave. I was like, I am no longer welcome on the premises.
but I don't think that's always true. I mean,
I think it was.
I know if you're a Trump supporter, it doesn't necessarily mean you think Hispanic people should leave. I've said this so many times in the podcast, but I'm so frustrated at the fact that everybody confuses Mexicans with that gang, the MS-13.
Yeah.
Because they're not the fucking same thing. They're fucking Salvadorian. And it pisses me off that people are like, oh, the MS-13 and you Mexicans. Like, we're not the MS-13. So maybe a couple of them, yeah, they're probably rapists. But they're not the gang over here that you guys are calling out on the news and saying is this. At one time, does anybody say Salvadorians? No! They only say Mexicans, but they're trying to kick all the brown people out. They want all the brown people to leave, but they only say specifically Mexican. Can you say Honduras? Can you say El Salvador? Take some of the blame off of Mexicans.
Okay, also think about Trump supporters. I don't think they're educated enough to know that
I
these
know,
other places are countries.
but if people would say it on the news,
Yeah, that's true.
they would be like, oh, those are
Well-
separate. Who was it? Some idiot said.
Maybe it's just easier to get people against one message rather than multiple.
It has. Oh, that fucking shit, man. Oh my goodness. I remember somebody in the news said, blank, blank, blank. Like, I think it was one of the South American countries, like Honduras, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they said something about it was Honduras, and the person was like, "Oh, what part of Mexico is that?" It was on a Fox News clip. I remember that. It was on Fox
that's
News.
where you went wrong. It's Fox News.
Well, I mean, these people are supposed to be like smart. All of them, no matter which one. If you're on TV and you're giving news, if you're on TV
I feel like
and you're
there's
giving
pretty
news,
strong, more than half ratios of the stupidity about every single room, and like that goes me included.
but
Like
you
I don't think
somebody would like do the fucking research. You're like, hey, wait a minute.
I honestly just gave up getting angry at the shit. That's why like I can't even watch the fucking news. I'll watch like little bits and clips like on YouTube.
I've never been able to watch the news.
But I just like I don't know if it really counts, but I'll watch like John Oliver.
That's all I watch too.
And then what's his name? Trevor Noah.
Why do you watch those?
It's easier to get through it.
It's
funny. It's
right?
funny.
They make it funny.
Depressing.
They make it funny and entertaining, and they point out the stupidity points of what's going on, and they make fun of it. Because regular news, you can watch it and you can think all the stupidity, like how stupid it is, like that. But you actually have somebody saying it and making little things about it, little clips about it. So it's still funny.
The John Oliver about the Chinese.
The one family.
Yeah,
the one kid thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I watched it, but I was kind of doing something else.
I mean, I've always known about it, but it's another thing to like be reminded of it. Cause,
one family. Oh, the lady that was crying when she had to have an abortion at 9 months.
Oh, that one was rough. That was rough to watch.
Because her husband
had a previous child from another marriage.
Yeah, from another marriage. And was it because they weren't officially divorced?
I don't know. I think it's just because that was like the one family, like the one. Because I guess it doesn't matter that it was her first child.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I assumed, but.
Fucking Chinese people are crazy.
I know. They really.
Remember they were talking
the government's crazy.
They were talking. Yeah, the government's
crazy. There's a whole thing in
the government
Kong
is
that's been
Chinese.
going on all year.
Oh, those riots they've been doing.
Yeah, that's intense.
You know about this, like, that they're throwing these riots to not monitorize all their equipment, and the Chinese government's pretty much saying like, okay, you guys don't want it, you're doing these riots, whatever. But like here in the United States, they don't even tell us about the shit that they're monitoring us about.
That's true.
And then when we find out, they punish the people who told us about it.
Yeah, that's true. But they're making it to where like they have a scoring system. Like, you know, like the Black Mirror episode, like that shit. Like every citizen has like a score.
The
and they're putting cameras everywhere. That shit is so crazy. Read 1984.
I will
read that shit.
And
then we watch this podcast.
Yeah, man,
it's basically about that, but it's horrifying because it was written in the 50s, I think, and it was called 1984 about the future and how it was gonna like, like technology was gonna like infiltrate your like daily lives and shit. But then like like Big Brother's watching you, and then like you like, oh fuck, like this shit actually did turn out that way. Like it's fucking creepy.
Were you talking about that episode from Black Mirror, the one where they get starred?
Yeah, I think so.
You get 1 star? You know what's funny when I was watching that? And like they're all like caring about their stars or whatever. And like when she starts like when she meets that girl who doesn't give a fuck, and she's like, yeah, just learn to let go. And I just say whatever the fuck I want. I kind of put that in like my own comedy lifestyle. Like I'm like how us as comics, we're the ones that are saying, yeah, we don't give a fuck. So we're gonna say whatever the hell we want and say fuck that way of society that everybody wants to be like. Cause I do not want to be like everybody else and working that job, hourly pay or even like salary. I do not want to be that person underneath somebody and being able to get fired whenever they feel like it. And I just like it felt so. Perfect timing. It just felt so real. Like it was weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I can't say it. Maybe I'm just goofy right now.
You're just goofy.
My mind just went somewhere. But yeah, that was crazy.
That is fucking crazy. I don't know. I don't want to do that stuff either. But I'm just like taking my time. I have too many things going on.
As long as I can continue doing comedy forever, even if I still never make anything of it.
That's kind of my thing.
Like if I'm still working, it's fine because I don't do it to not.
I enjoy it a lot because like I have different goals right now. Like I'm trying to start my portfolio and like start my tattoos and stuff like that. So it's like I'm doing it and I'm still enjoying it. People want to book me. I'm like absolutely, like I'll do that because that furthers a passion of mine. Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm like, I want to do my tattoos, and then I want to help. I want that to be my waiting table.
Do you have a machine yet? A tattoo machine? What kind you got?
some shit I got from a boyfriend of mine from like Amazon, but I want to buy a better one.
Yeah.
And I want to. I don't really want to pull it back out right now and start drawing. I just want to keep drawing. I want to build my portfolio so I can start to shop, and then I want to invest in a really nice one of the. I don't know. I have to price them out because like they have really nice ones now that don't even have cords on them. It's just battery. They're super quiet, and I really would want one of those. But I mean, I would just probably buy something more starter like and move up to that.
Well, let me be one of your guinea pigs.
He needs someone to finish his task.
You would be surprised how many people like suggest this to me every single time. That,
let you practice on them.
Yeah, like actually, I'd be surprised how many people actually want to. Yeah. I want to get a nicer one, and I have like needles and stuff, but I'll probably finish out the supplies I have now. I just need new ink because it's old and stuff. I want to get new. But,
no,
and then I want to get a
fuck
nicer
those people. They don't have their own show. I do. Next time we'll do a podcast, a tattooing podcast where you sit here and tattoo me.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, I want a license.
And everybody can see how stupid I am.
Is that a thing? You
don't have to get licensed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it's one of the last professions that's apprenticeship. But I didn't know how like they give you like a certificate from your shop.
If you ever have any questions or something, do you know tattoo artists?
I mean, I see, like, I'm one of those anal people. Like, I have to be ready. Like, I mean, I've got, I obviously get tattoos and shit, and I have, like, friends all the time. I'm like, oh, like, my cousin's such a tattoo artist or whatever. And, like, I mean, I could, if I wanted to, right now, I could get,
Well, I was wondering, like, do you have somebody who you can get that you can communicate with for tips?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like, let's say you can always hit my brother up on Facebook. He's on my friends list, and just have, if you have any questions about like type of the machines or how to repair something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because he has a nice one that I think he paid like $300 something for it. But yeah, I mean he's gonna
saving for one after Christmas.
I think he's gonna get back into tattooing sooner or later. But he hated it because he's not a people person.
Well, see, I already deal with the people, and I don't think I would have a problem because I'd be doing what I love.
He could not be a waiter. He used to work at Wendy's, and people would go up there, and like he'd be like, "Can I take your order?" They'd be like, "Yeah," and he would just walk away. Cause he'd be like, "Fuck, I'm not standing around while you think. I'm just leaving." He used to like stand there and eat the chicken nuggets in front of the employees.
Oh my God.
No, in front of the customers and whatnot. Oh,
yeah, I can see how he didn't like that.
But like when he was a tattoo artist, when he worked at a shop, people would come up to him and they'd be like, "Oh, this is what I want tattooed," and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that," and they'd be like, "What?" He's like, "I'm not doing that." He's like, "That's stupid. I'm not doing your stupid tattoo." And I would be like, "Why do you do that? Like they're gonna pay you." He's like, "Yeah, man, but I don't want I don't want that knowing that I put that shit out there." And I'm like, "Oh my God,
I feel like it's like you're proud of your brand, Like, it's like your stamp. Like,
but it's your money. Your money making.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You want that shit on you for the rest of your life? Just fine. Because I mean, I'm covered in stuff that I just, people will be like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "I fucking liked it. I don't know." Like,
yeah, man. A lot of people fucking be asking, "What does that mean?" It just means I just like it.
Shit, and
it means I enjoyed it
and
I put it on me. Like,
I didn't mind staring at that.
My rose. I didn't ask. I didn't want a rose. And then we were like thinking. My brother was like, "I'm gonna do your tattoo." I was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. Whatever." He was like, "Okay, I'll draw up a rose." I was like, "That's fine. You know what? It's my birthday. It's a rose. It doesn't have to have any stupid meaning." Yeah, and then I got like an hourglass on one foot, and it's just like it doesn't have a meaning.
I have a tattoo of Rick and Morty on my arm.
That's cool as fuck though. Hey, another high
actually,
five.
It does have some meaning. I still think it's dope.
No, it's just a cool ass show.
I have an eye with an upside down cross on my collarbone.
Fucking, I got Charmander on my ankle, on my shin.
I know, I was staring at that actually.
Charmander. And no, it's actually a character from a video game called Bomb.
Oh yeah, that fucking.
Yeah.
My first tattoo I got when I was 13. It just said love on it. Because, I mean, they were like, "We want a tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know, love or some shit." Because I was 13. I was an idiot.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I had my friend did it with, like, a sewing needle and Sharpie ink. Like, straight prison style, just, like,
Sharpie ink?
Yeah, dude.
That's funny why your brain doesn't work, too. That ink's eating you away.
Probably. Definitely.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's not good for you.
Yeah, not at all.
Do you still have it, or did you get covered up?
Yeah. I mean, I still have it, but I had a kid, so it's like, it's just kind of like a smudge. You can kind of tell, like, there's letters.
Well, how small is it that it
Just like that.
was... Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was with the sewing needle and Sharpie ink. I mean, you can't make a giant old piece out of that. It took forever.
Yeah, that's true. You should definitely get it covered up, though.
I'm not really worried about it.
Why not?
Because I'm going to get my whole body covered eventually, so I'm just like, it's just
Oh,
going to blend it in.
just say, yeah, I'll do it one day.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Get it covered. No, I'm not worried about it. Why not? Because I'm going to get it covered.
On my leg. That one's kind of fucked up. But,
Yeah.
you know, my daughter's getting old enough to where now I can just be like, oh, man, she drew it. Like, yeah, that's
What
my daughter's.
happened?
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen my little, like, it looks kind of like a shark, but also looks like it could be something else. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
It's a tattoo?
Yeah. I let
It's
an ex
almost-
roommate like just go up and like, I mean, I don't give a fuck really, but I know
You're
I should.
just like, just go
I
have
know I
at it.
should. Like sometimes
For
I'm
all
like,
you know, he
fuck
could have
that.
just
But
been
I'm-
doodling.
Dude, I had some like teenager tell me like, I really like your tattoo. Like to that one, I was like, make better decisions, kid. Like that's a terrible tattoo.
It probably is. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
Like,
is that?
You like that shit?
It's like, was somebody writing on her and then went through an earthquake?
It does look like that because it's like, oh man, I'll show you a picture of it sometime or something.
One day.
One day, you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's got like the
I
fin
want
is
to
like
be
a double
surprised.
fin.
Like, I want to see it 2 years later. Like, it's probably summertime. You have shorts on. But
I'll
like,
get it covered
that's what it
eventually.
is.
I'll get it covered eventually, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really like pay much mind to those things.
Oh my
Like, you know,
goodness. What kind of child were you? Just do whatever. I don't care.
I don't know. I died and came back to life, so
Was
I
it-
think it made me just.
Oh, really? When that
just
happened?
I was 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I choked on a
What'd
grape.
you do? Choke? Oh, that was about to say. What did you do?
I
Choke
choked
on
on
something?
a grape. Yeah, so like for my heartbeat, I'm gonna get like grapevines right there, and then I'm gonna put a
Grapevines?
quote there that says, "What doesn't kill you feeds you," and it won't it be the best tattoo ever.
It is cool, but it should say, make sure you chew.
They will add that on the other side, and then people will be like,
You'll be like, what does
Make
that
sure you
mean?
"Make sure you chew."
Yeah.
Eat sitting up.
Well, at least we know even at a young age you're trying to swallow.
Thank you. I've been a consistent person my whole life.
Hey, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I really have to pee.
That sounds
You had 2
important.
water bottles.
Oh, you guys communicate with each other. I'll be right back.
I feel like you should put music on in the background.
talk.
What is girl talk?
Do girl talk.
What is girl talk?
Beats me.
Well, apparently we're just subjected to our gender and do what we should talk about. That's not sexist at all. Have you seen the new Joker movie yet?
No, not at all.
I saw it on Sunday. I really liked it.
Yeah?
Super morbid, but you know, kind of into that shit. It was super dark.
Did they kind of go back to the original storyline a little bit?
You know, to be honest, I never read the comics. I have no fucking clue what the original storyline should be. But it's basically supposed to be, like, the origin of Joker and, like, why he kind of, you know, like, in the movie, there's, like, still, Thomas Wayne is still alive. Like, they kind of kill him off in the middle of the movie. But it's, like, a very side storyline plot of it. Like, I mean, Batman isn't there.
Okay.
It's just kind of, like, the Joker and part of, like, you know, Gotham City before it really became what it was or something. But it was good. I really liked it.
What are you watching?
Dude, my fat ass thought those were Cheetos from far away.
I'm not allowed to have Cheetos.
Oh shit! I wish I had that much self. Like I don't know.
That's
I
not
don't.
Control. I definitely need it.
My doctor said she's worried I might become diabetic.
Oh no!
It
That
gave
is
me
my
back
future.
Hmm?
I eat so much shitty food, dude. Like after this, I think I'm gonna go get some ramen or something. Sounds
Yeah, she put me on diet pills.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Aww.
The weird thing is they're what are they? Controlled substance. I don't know what's in it.
Oh,
Really.
so it's like meth, really?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've heard of those. Shit, you're pretty much on meth all the fucking
I
time.
take them in the
The
morning.
pharmaceutical industry, I mean,
It's
beautiful.
like fan something.
Yeah, fentanyl?
No, not fentanyl.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know shit about drugs.
No, fentanyl's that painkiller that's killing white people.
That's why I know its name.
No, the audience has no idea how white you actually are though. Like you're so white. Look at you. You're just over there with a big old smile on your
It is.
face.
You know, I think the red hair, the dye,
makes
yeah,
it-
it makes it a lot more prominent.
Well, if I had black hair, I'd look like a ghost.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you can go for like the brunette look. I don't know, would that even?
I like the
I
red
tried
though.
it. Eh.
I feel like yeah, I feel like the extreme colors are better for you. You can definitely pull on some purple though.
I tried blue once. That should look weird.
Oh my goodness.
I
You
think
can
purple.
see my veins better.
Pink.
Yeah, that's not weird to say. You can see my veins better.
Hey, that makes it easy to donate blood.
Oh my god, you're just. Anyway, so back to my podcast. Wow, you guys just had like a serious girl moment there. And
I don't know what the girl. What
and I
is
just
the
had
girl
to
moment?
sit
What
back
does that
and
mean?
watch. No, I don't know.
What does it mean?
You don't know what it means?
Oh,
I mean,
hair color?
no, I just meant like what defined was it the hair?
What's a
Instead
girl?
we were talking. What's a girl moment?
girl
Isn't that we
moment?
were talking about hair? I'm just.
No, pretty much. I'm just being a dumbass, and I'm just saying because you guys
I
can
just
talk.
wanted you to say it out
No,
loud.
I know. It's because you guys can talk to each other and like isolate the male in the room, and it makes the girl talk. Because now I can't.
I think
Just like-
it's all in your head.
No, it totally is in my head.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's in my head. I know.
I mean, you do some weird shit too.
What?
Oh, Rudy's losing it, everybody.
I am losing it. Oh.
He's unraveling at the seams as we speak. Oh man!
Mm.
Stop drinking so much water. You have to go piss again.
Every
I
hour on the hour.
like to
just
drink
kidding.
water. I'm the water champ.
The water champ.
Every hour on
I just
the
like
hour.
how he keeps putting the lid back on, but then unscrewing it 10 seconds later.
Yeah, it's a nervous tick or something like that. What are you talking about?
I think we pee every hour on the hour, like
Not on the hour, but I do pee every hour. You're supposed to pee like every
Might as well
hour
be like, I
every 2
think
hours.
like, yeah.
It's about 5 minutes difference. Just really on the hour. Your
Anyway.
clockwork.
Anyway.
At least we don't have to worry about him getting too old.
No.
What?
Well, no, when you get old, you won't be timely anymore.
I'm lost.
I don't know if she's saying that you're gonna start wetting the bed.
I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to
saying
say.
That, like,
Is she
you're
saying
not
that?
gonna be peeing as
Is she saying that I'm not gonna pee
This
anymore?
has gone a weird way.
It has gone a weird way.
Again, we're talking
I don't
about my
know.
haircut to your urine schedule.
I don't know, but I we need to. Anyway, back on topic. So Anna,
So,
What was the topic?
the
I
new
have no
Joker
idea.
movie. You haven't seen it
I
either.
haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
So good.
I didn't have
That's what
the
we're
time
talking
to
about
watch it.
when you were in the bathroom.
I figured that's what it was when I heard Gotham. But
No,
then
it was
you
good.
guys,
I really liked it.
yeah.
My brother said it was too dark, but I really liked it.
Fuck it, it's supposed to
I
be
know,
dark.
that's what I was saying.
It's not supposed to be funny.
I know.
It's not supposed to be light.
Dude, I know. There was a part that were like, I mean, I think it's in the.
I don't know why people think that DC is supposed to be like
This was supposed to be darker.
like more upbeat and whatnot. DC was always very dark, and the origin of Joker was never actually. They never really truly had an origin of him. But like even their animated movies are pretty dark.
Yeah.
Fucking the son of Batman. What's his name? I can't think of his name. But he's always trying to kill everybody. Cause he's like, I didn't grow up like you. I'm gonna kill him.
Really girl like you.
Yeah, because Bruce, as Batman, doesn't kill people, but he doesn't have any trouble killing people. Joker is constantly trying to kill people.
Yeah.
And then in one of the last movies, The Killing Joke, he pretty much sexually assaulted the daughter of the detective.
Yeah.
The commissioner Gordon's
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
He pretty much abducted her and sexually assaulted her on film to get Batman to do his thing. In other words, to bait him. There we go, to bait him. And that's fucking dark as fuck. So when people think that Marvel,
I mean, to me, I just thought it was sad.
Marvel's won the whole way different.
Yeah.
The way they do things over there, and it kind of like.
I'm like 7 movies behind in those Avengers shits. I didn't realize they had made that many of them motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
Dude, yeah, I know.
They're all
Whenever
pretty cool. There's
I went
probably
to
like
watch
2 or 3 that aren't worth watching.
Oh fuck.
There's a little
See, I don't even remember the name of the last fucking couple movies. Anyway, whatever the fuck that shit was. People are probably gonna hate me for that, but
Well, no.
yeah, I had to like recap, and I realized I was like, damn, I've missed like 7 or 8. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of those movies. I watch them all.
They're
I'm
like
a
twice
super
a
nerd.
year, right?
Were they really? That's
No,
why.
I like
Who gives a
once.
fuck that
I
much,
think like once a
man?
year. Maybe. Well, okay.
It was a little more.
It was twice, but it'd be like one major one and one like side one that
That's fucking gay. I don't want to invest that much in a fucking movie. Like, I can't be watching that shit twice a year. That's too much. I need the build
people
up.
sat there and watched Lord of the Rings.
How long did we wait for a Nemo reboot? Or, like, the fucking Monsters, Inc. and shit? Like...
You know Monsters, Inc.? I noticed that there was an error in that movie.
There was a what?
An error. Like a writing error. In the first one, they said they knew each other since grade school. And in that one, they meet in college.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Damn,
I'm just saying, I was like, they kind of...
It was even in the video game.
They kind of flipped that one off, yeah. But...
Way back on
I don't think Monsters Inc. needed a reboot.
They didn't. They're just trying to make money off our children now. That's all that is.
Yeah, and also hear that it's cheaper for them to make movies. Remake. No, not to remake.
Where's the WALL-E remake, man?
I liked WALL-E.
No, I mean not the remake. I'm sorry. Like I need a second. Yeah, the
like
sequel,
part 2?
Sequel. There you are. Thank you.
Yeah.
I liked the WALL-E movie. It was cool. There wasn't too much talking. He was doing his robot thing. It was kind of funny to watch him do his little thing.
My nephew loved that movie so much. He had a light up WALL-E shirt. He didn't take it off for 3 days. He got wet at the beach, and that's how he was cold, and we finally got him to take that damn shirt off.
Not too many people liked the WALL-E though.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Nobody ever talked about it.
It's the fat people.
The fat people?
The scooter people are the only people that don't like WALL-E.
Because at the end, they're all like... When I first saw that, like, that is hilarious. These people are just...
And they're just like that smoothie.
They're pretty much all Walmart shoppers.
Dude, I used to think that too.
Like they're pretty much all Walmart shoppers.
People in moo-moos and shit, like.
Yeah. Oh
that
man, we're gonna get fat shamed. We're gonna get flagged for fat shame.
It's a
No,
cartoon.
you're fat too, so it's fine.
That's right. I am fat. I can talk about fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, cholesterol over 3,000.
Oh man.
I forgot about that.
I feel like that's where we're going with the scooter people. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
I sometimes watch the H3 podcast.
Yeah.
And they've been talking a lot about them scooter people.
Really?
Yeah.
The what?
H3 podcast.
What is that?
It's on YouTube. I can't remember the dude's name. It's like
Did
him
it
and his
stand for
wife.
anything?
Huh?
Did it stand for anything?
Probably. I don't fucking pay attention
okay.
like that. But they have like a bunch of cool people. Like I like it.
Yeah.
They talk about. They've had Post Malone on there a few times, and like I don't know, like other YouTubers and shit.
Yeah.
But they were talking about this video. I looked it up later. But it's like this guy in a scooter, and like it's like in an Asian country. I don't know, China or Japan or some shit. And he's like, he gets mad because he like rams into the elevator door because it closes on him. So he keeps like, he keeps like ramming into it, and he breaks the fucking door, and it like, he like falls down the chute. Like I bet the man died because it was on a security camera. Yeah. So they'll show a bunch of like crazy scooter people videos.
Well, that's what he gets, man.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I thought too. Because like that might like he fucking killed himself. Like it was it was at least 4 or 5 times to avoid what happened.
Where's this at? You said what country?
Oh, I think it's in Asian. You can look it up. Like
okay,
shows himself up there.
Have you heard about the Asian in the Asian country? I think it's like I'm not sure if it's China.
The continent, you mean?
Yeah, continent.
I'm sorry.
Well, I think I said I was supposed to say in the Asian countries.
You're talking shit about people saying Honduras is part of Mexico.
Shut up. I think it's China.
Damn. She called you out. Okay, I think it's China. Yes.
But like they have a thing where they'll like throw themselves in front of a car.
Yeah. So
that they can say they got hit and sue, because they're barely getting to that level of like you know how we do here in America, we sue for everything.
Yeah.
And they're doing it that way, and the cops will believe the person on the floor if they because it happens to Americans all the time. They'll go over there and they'll get into like not an accident, but like something will happen to where like I accidentally hit that person. I didn't mean to, and the cops will be like, "Oh, you hit them, so you're going to jail. You have to pay all this much money right then and there." And so it happens to Americans all the time, or foreigners, I should say. But like, but the videos of them, like,
they're like, and then like,
there's one where this lady's like throwing herself on the car, and the car's just like reverse, and then she gets up and does it again, throws herself on the car, and then the person just keeps on
Never touches the car.
There's another one though. Where no, she would touch the car. She would like hit herself on the car and fall down, but the car would still reverse, like to get out of there. Like I was just gonna back out of the situation, but she did like 3 or 4 times. But there's another one where these 2 guys throw themselves down in front of some scooters, and the guys in the scooter like, yeah, it just runs over them. They keep going.
That's fucking crazy. What the hell?
That was awesome. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, fuck those people. Just run over them. Just take off. It's their fault, you know. But that made me think of the scooter people, that scooter situation.
I saw this video where like there's this I don't remember what country it was. It was like I think probably like East Europe or some shit like that. But there's this guy that owns this restaurant and he got into altercation with like these people like because the food took too long or something and the people wanted to leave. But the video starts with the motherfucker like on the windshield and they're like driving and he's holding on and he's punching holes through it with his bare fists and shit, and then like he breaks it and then he's grabbing the like glass with his bare hands and he's while they're driving like 30-40 miles per hour.
So wait, so who was on the hood? The
owner of the restaurant.
And why was he following them?
Because
they didn't pay?
Complained about the food taking like excessive amount of time to come out, and so they didn't want anymore. They wanted to leave, and so then he flipped the shit and jumped on the hood of their car as they were leaving.
So they're gonna leave without paying.
No, they had. Well, yeah, kind of. They hadn't received their food yet.
You know, I used to do that all the time.
Oh yeah, you still do it.
Ooh,
But wait, I still do what?
Called out.
I still do it. Not like
It's a special place in hell for you.
Like no. I mean, I don't care. Look, they'll give me food, and I'll be like, wow, this tastes pretty bad, and I'll be like, I'm not gonna pay for it. And they'll be like, what? And like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay for it, and I'm not gonna eat it. And I don't have a problem doing it. Look, I'm not gonna eat shitty food. You know? Why would I sit there?
My food and I have to like we need to cut out of here.
Oh, you're so going to hell.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna eat it.
Hell.
I'm not gonna eat it.
I mean, like.
No. One time, okay. One time I went to an Italian restaurant. And I ordered some kind of it was like a parsley pasta something.
Parmesan?
No, parsley.
Oh, parsley.
Like,
Okay.
And they brought it, and I took one sip of it, of the soup, or the noodle and the soup, and it tastes like sink water. And I was like, I am not going to eat this. And I told him straight up, I was like, look, I'm not going to eat it. I have no problem saying I'm not going to eat it. No problem saying I'm not going to pay for it. Why would I pay for something that is that shitty and that they try to feed me?
How often does this happen to you? I feel like this is...
Never do that.
I feel like this is it's like a recurrent thing. Like, I mean, maybe you should stop eating at these shitty places.
Well, I've never been to these places, so I give them a chance.
Maybe you should not give new places a chance. I feel like
then
you're
I'm never
a
gonna
picky
eat
eater,
anywhere.
and you should just.
Okay, it happened with me.
There's Wendy's, like the Waterbird, or like the tried and true.
I went to this place, some place with her, some pho place, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't in the mood for pho.
So I don't go eat at these sketchy places because I know I'm not gonna like the fucking food.
But I sometimes do like pho, but I wasn't in the mood for it, and I ordered this rice, and the rice was so salty, way so salty. Like it felt like they took like 4 or 5 of those chicken bouillons.
I don't know.
And I was like, I'm not eating that. And the guy was all like, what's wrong? I was like, it is super
just
salty.
Pay for it, but then I order something else, you know.
No, what? No. Don't order something else. They're just going to spit on your food.
This dude even gave us a complimentary dish, too, and I was just like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, I'm not.
To make up for the bad food.
I don't eat.
But I've never had that terrible food. But I don't try new places. Like, unless, like, somebody takes me there because they're like, this place is dank. Yeah. Maybe that's why. Like, I don't... Like, there was a bunch of pho places on the way in. I'm not going to go there. Like, that looks sketchy as hell. Like,
that's one of the places. Yeah.
All the way out here. It was the one on Pioneer that way, though.
I could have not been anywhere perfect. Oh
but, like, look, the way I see it, okay, they're not going to go broke because I didn't pay for one dish that didn't taste great. Maybe that'll help them realize, hey, maybe we're doing something wrong with our food.
Maybe.
And also...
Don't let him catch you in Walmart.
Oh, what the fuck they're going to do? Fucking karate chop me or something?
What are you doing at Walmart? You're a terrible shopper.
What are you talking about? No, I don't shop at Walmart.
Oh, I thought she said something about Walmart.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, we go there
She did,
for
but
every once in a while for something, not something.
I only go there because you tell me to go there.
Well, sometimes there's stuff.
You know what
there
she
that's
likes to do? She likes to go to Walmart late at night and just walk the aisles like those weird people.
You
You know how
you see shit go down.
you know when you're when you go to Walmart and you're like and you're like seeing all the weird people there like late at night, like at 2 a.m.
Oh, it's gotten worse because of all the homeless people go trolling through Walmart. So like, you still people talking to them.
It sounds dangerous. I don't
I mean, there's plenty of employees stocking the shelves and shit. I mean, there was a time period where the
I
employees.
mean, if I live in Frisco though, I ain't gonna see all these fucking homeless people in Walmart.
No, probably not. But well, I mean, I don't know. I guess the homeless problem is
I
getting
kind of want to go
worse.
home and look at the people in Walmart. I miss that shit.
It is funny, but it's like, oh, this is so. It's like, what am I doing here? But like last time we did it, here's the thing: we had taken shrooms, and then we went to Walmart, and I was like,
we gotta get out of here before they kick in.
oh yeah, we were walking around.
Dude,
we
yeah.
were wandering
God,
around
yeah.
Walmart, and I was like, hey, Lana. I was like, we should probably head home pretty soon. Those shrooms are about to kick in, and I don't want to get lost in Walmart. And she was all like, because I heard one time somebody who took shrooms and they were in a Walmart and they couldn't figure out how to get out. and she was like,
you get me thinking about that. That's totally gonna psych you out.
and she was all like, okay. She's like, oh yeah, we should go. And we start leaving, and right when we start getting to the car, they start kicking in on her, and she starts giggling and laughing for no reason. And I'm like, get in the car, let's go home. She's like, oh my god. And like, I started driving around the parking lot, and did you freak out a little bit because you didn't know where the exit was?
No. I was just freaking out in the car because I realized that I was high the entire time in Walmart.
Yeah, she was tripping out, and I was just like, get the hell out of
Walmart's
here.
a trip by itself though.
Yeah, Walmarts are fun on acid.
I don't think I would ever fucking do that. Okay, you know why I would never do that? Because
Why?
like once I was like, I think I was I was rolling, you know, like off ecstasy and shit like that, and I was.
You know I do that every Plano.
Huh?
Every time I have a Plano, I take a hit of X.
Oh no, I haven't fucked that shot in years. I was a fucking kid. Like I was, you know, probably too young to say.
Oh, it's way weaker now.
Yeah,
It's
well,
nowhere-
yeah,
it's
no.
not
So
as
well,
good.
okay, so I was, you know, tripping, and my friend was like being silly, so he picks me up. He's pretty tall, like a baby, walking out Walmart. And it's like, I mean, he was probably on the spectrum, not that that's bad, but like, there was this employee, big old motherfucker, comes up to us, says nothing, and just goes and takes me from him. And then, now I'm like, you know when you're on ecstasy, like, your feelings are very, like, high, you know?
Yeah.
So I was, like, really happy, and then, I'm gonna get raped and murdered, like, immediately.
What happened?
And he just grabbed me, you know, and he backs up, and then he just simply says, hey, let's play catch, and throws me in the air. And my friend I can't make this shit up. And my friend barely catches me. And I'm just like, I'm never coming to Walmart again.
But this person had no idea who you guys were.
No, it was just an employee. It was just, I think he was on the spectrum and didn't understand, like, what he was doing. He was old, like, an older dude, and he just, like, came up.
What do you mean doesn't know what he's doing? No, everybody knows not to pick up another human being that you don't know. There's no excuse for that, for what he
and
did.
He threw me, and then he threw me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with this person?
Yeah, and then my friend got me, went down and put me down, and then we just like got out of Walmart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got out of Walmart.
Well, we were already on our way out.
What the hell?
I have had an
You mean to tell me that there's out there in the world right now some guy just randomly picking up little Mexicans and throwing them? That person's still out there?
I guess if they haven't died yet, I don't fucking control their life.
I was still at Walmart.
Can I become that person one day?
I mean,
Can
if
I
that's
become-
something that's
can I
truly
become
desire,
senile? Can I
but if
become
you do that to me
senile?
now, I'm gonna deck you in the face. Like,
That's why you go for the young
I'm not
ones.
a child anymore, huh?
That's why you go for the young ones.
Oh
No,
God, that's
no,
that
that's
sounded
weird.
so
No,
bad.
you don't touch
I
a-
would
you
not.
don't touch
Yeah,
a young
let's,
kid.
let's not promote that.
You can do that to adults, but you can't do that to kids.
Oh, what
You
the
can't
fuck?
do that to
You
adults
can't do that
either.
to a dog either. You can't just
I
speak
mean,
of a
you
dog
get,
with
but yeah,
love.
but you're not gonna get. You're not
Dude,
gonna get.
animals are definitely getting abused on this podcast.
What do you mean animals?
That was
Down,
like-
boy.
that was-
I'll tell you again. Shut up.
Oh, that sounded
Oh my God.
slightly racist. I don't want to go there. Oh, this is veering off the rails. I'm just. Ooh.
You know what? We haven't really talked about
We are
anything
comedians,
important
guys,
at
and these
all.
are jokes.
We haven't really talked about anything important at all, and I love it.
I know, you're like, let's wait and talk about the important stuff. And the whole time it's been like books I can't remember and fucking this.
all your funny adventure stories, man. You got some funny things happening.
Because, oh, dude, when I went to California, there was a bomb threat out there. It was wild, yeah. So we went to the Bubba Gump's restaurant in Santa Monica. And, you know, I was like a fucking little kid the whole time. I was like, ooh.
Oh, wait. Is that where you took those pictures on Instagram?
Yeah, I took a fuck ton of pictures.
You're, like, what, in a chair? Like that? I don't know.
I don't remember. There was a lot of shit I took pictures of. But anyway, for that, we went to Bubba Gump's, and, like, I come out of there, and I'm eating some chicharrones, you know, with salsa on them, because I'm Mexican as fuck, and they had a little stand right across it. I was like, that's going to be my dessert. So I'm eating them, and all of a sudden, I look up, and I notice there's, like, a helicopter. I'm like, oh, shit, cool. Like, they're looking for somebody, you know, and, like, it was, like, straight out of a movie, and I'm, like, eating my shit, and look up, I'm like, oh, shit. There's 2 helicopters, and then I was like, oh shit, there's 3, and then I was like, holy fuck, there's 6. There was 6 fucking helicopters up, like, just hovering, like, right above us, kind of, you know. I was like, well, I'm not really worried about the helicopters, but who the fuck are they chasing, you know what I mean?
Like, what are they looking for?
And so then, like, you know, I'm being me, so I fucking, like, Google the shit, and I find, like, the Santa Monica Police Department, like, Twitter.
Yeah.
So then they're like, suspicious package, you know, thrown away at this block of fucking Santa Monica Pier and all this shit. I was like, oh, fuck. We were gonna go to the shops, so like we start walking up, and I'm like, I read it wrong. I thought it was like few blocks away, and then we like get in there and realize it's all taped off and shit, and they're like evacuating fucking people. Like I have like my snaps of like, I don't know if you saw, like, oh shit, the whole Cheesecake Factory is evacuated because somebody had thrown away some suspicious shit like in the fucking thing, and so it was like fucking sketchy. I was like, I don't want, because my brother was like, well, I want to go see the store and shit. I want to go see the Rolex watches, and I was like, I don't want to fucking die. Like, what the shit?
I don't want to blow up just because you want to see them stupid watches.
So then we left and we went to Universal Studios. And I'm sorry, Universal City Walk. And then so when we're getting there, like right on the main road there, there's this bitch like starfished out in front of her car on the main road, and like it had just happened. So the ambulance was just getting there because she had passed out. It was fucking crazy. And then the next day, I went to Hollywood Boulevard, and this like plant was like smoking up. And, dude, bro, they brought 6 fire trucks for this fucking plant.
For one plant?
Dude, it was so funny.
Had some chemicals
it was so funny. Well, because it was like, it looked like it was just like a little dead plant, like on a second story. Like, literally all you could do out there was like smoke a cigarette or some shit. It was
like
tiny.
A patio.
Yeah, like a little patio on Hollywood
fire.
Boulevard. And no, it wasn't even, it was literally like, and like the pot was a plant that looked like it was dead, and it was smoking. There was no fire. It was just smoking out, and they couldn't put it out. So they brought 6 motherfucking fire trucks to this shit.
I thought you meant like a factory plant.
No, like a little house plant, bro. A little house plant. It was the funniest, dude. California was wild. I was so happy to be back home. Yeah. But yeah, but with the bomb threat, there was nothing. Like, literally, they were just like, oh, it was a false alarm. Like, they evacuated the whole fucking
no wonder they got enough money for the detective services out there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they figure out anything. Like, oh, a box that finally fell off the back of a truck. A suspicious package. Let's go. Call everybody.
We get paid. The news showed up. Like, it was wild.
You should have just walked up to it and just kicked it. It's nothing, guys.
They threw it in the trash, I think. Because I saw it. I mean, it's on their Twitter. I'm sure you can
pretty sure that's what it was. It's a fucking box that somebody dropped by accident.
Yeah.
Or just left the Cheesecake Factory.
It was just like on the plot. Yeah, it was hella crazy. I was like, man, I just want to go home. Like, y'all do fucking crazy out here in LA.
It's a good thing you didn't run into a 4th thing. That would have been bad.
I don't know. There probably was. Like, because I was out with my family. I mean, you know, they live in a kind of shitty neighborhood, so there's gunshots out there and shit. It's like, oh, fuck.
Kind of like Forward.
Touche.
Kind of like Forward.
What's that? Oh, man, I gotta find that meme again. It's the one with, like, all the DFW and has pictures of, like, people driving different places. And then the Fort Worth one is, like, with Mad Max, you know, we live, we die, we live again. It's funny, I don't know. I was just thinking about it earlier.
You know what I think is funny? I hear people from my old town in Davenport, Iowa, where they'll, like, on Facebook, they'll post something like, blah, blah, shooting on West 15th and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I told them, I was like, you guys post your shootings? Like, yeah, like, because they're like, you know, there's shooting here, watch out, people, you know, watch out, don't drive. I'm like, there's shootings here all the time. And we don't say anything to anybody about it. I don't tell anybody to like watch out. There's a shooting down, you know, in this area. Like, don't come near it. Like, no, it's just like, oh,
it's like,
yeah, it's
no, I get that. I mean, I didn't like. I mean, I grew up in Frisco for most of my life, but when I first moved, I'm from Mexico. When I first moved to the States, I mean, I used to live like between Compton and Southgate. So I mean, like there was crazy shit that happened all the time. And I mean, I lived it for a short time, and I was like a kid, like that was like America. This is what it's like. And then I lived in Las Vegas, and then it's all ghetto as fuck out there, unless you get further away from the Strip. Mm-hmm. And then I lived in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I heard a gunshot fucking 2 nights ago here.
See, no, I'm cushy now. I live in Frisco, so I mean, even though we don't live like in a nice ass house, it's like it's fucking Frisco. I mean, it's
you're not gonna see.
You pull over for a fucking traffic ticket. There's 5 fucking cop cars that pulling behind you.
I know.
Ain't shit happening in Frisco.
But yeah, if you're in Dallas, you're gonna hear gunshots at night, especially on the weekend. Fucking, there's like 7 or 8 at different clubs. Just at the clubs alone, there's people fucking throwing guns.
Fuck that, man. I don't fuck with clubs. I don't dance and shit.
No? You're not a dancer?
No, I don't really like to dance.
Oh, well, we've gone almost 8:35. Hey, I don't know. I didn't do this last time, but I have a little segment where I call Conan O'Brien's podcast, and I have the guests leave a question if they want to. Do you want to do that?
I'll leave a question
to Conan O'Brien? He does a podcast.
Oh, sure.
Can you think of one real quick?
I don't know what I would ask.
Conan O'Brien?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't think of a question. I don't know. I don't think I know this motherfucker well enough to I don't really watch shit. He's got a late night show or some shit. Man, I'm so fucking... my TV got stolen 2 years ago, and I just haven't fucked with it since, man.
What?
Yeah.
I have tons of TVs.
Yeah, well, I don't want a TV though. I watch Netflix when I want to. Like,
you're a phone person. You just watch it on your phone?
Yeah, I just fuck with my phone. I have like Hulu and Netflix, and that's it. Like, I'm good. I'm happy.
I know, but it's so tiny. How can you watch stuff on there?
Look at my face, bro. Like, this is my whole face.
It's still tiny though. I don't know.
I don't. I'll get a TV eventually again.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not important to my life.
It's not on your top thing.
I got 2 jobs and a kid in comedy, man. I ain't fucking around with I don't need a TV. I'm never home. Like, what the fuck?
I just like background noise and
I hate that shit. Silence.
You don't like background noise?
Silence.
At all?
Not really, no.
No, that's
maybe like rain sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, I think
you like to be in your own mind.
Yeah, I fucks with that scary shit,
that.
bro. I'm like, yeah, hate me.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to do a shout out to anything? Any shows you want to promote?
Yeah, okay.
Social media you want people to know about?
I mean, I'm at Oklahoma City. I don't expect people to drive out to that on the 12th. But then I'm doing a show. Oh fuck, come on, it's gonna kill me. I have a show coming up on the 24th, and then on the 26th. On the 26th is gonna be at Mass, and then before that I think it's gonna be downtown Fort Worth as well. I mean, it's all on my social media, so if you go on there, blame my concussion. My memory's shitty. You should just follow me on social media, and I'll get all information for those shows this month.
I have 3 shows coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and do all 3 playing the Hyenas ones. The Bush Lords one.
Yeah, I thought he was doing it in December. I'm just fucking overwhelmed, man. I need to reel the fuck back. Too much going on. We're doing it.
I just want to do as much comedy in front of crowds, so
I feel you.
Do that. But with that, thank you.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Hey, no problem. It's super fun.
Yeah, I know, it is fun.
We talked about so much stuff.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to go watch
You're always worried. No, are you one of those that's worried about what we're going to talk about? Or you're just like,
not really. I'm just like,
I'm gonna talk.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Because the comedy's the same shit, man. It's just like a conversation. So it's like, whatever. Like, it's just like, we bullshit outside the mics all the time.
Yeah.
So I treat it kind of like that. Like, I'll just get up there and be like, fucking, that's all it is.
All right, cool. Thank you. Again. Handshake. Say what?
Any social media you want to plug in?
Yeah, so Anaranxa, Anaranxa, literally, like, that's my @ for everything. Snap, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have that one.
Yeah, so that no one has that one. So you can just follow me on there on my shows.
All right. And I'll see you guys later.